Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Commander review for Magic the Gathering. In the Homelands set, we are talking about the other half of the artifact removal mono-red commanders. We talked about Chandler a little while ago, and today we're talking about Joven, who is a legendary human rogue, I believe. My phone went to sleep. There we go. A legendary human rogue that costs 3 generic, 2 red mana, and is a 3/3. And like Chandler, it can destroy artifacts, but this version destroys only non-creature artifacts. So personally, I think Joven is stronger than Chandler as far as their abilities go. But I also think that Chandler is a better friend than Joven. So, take that for what you will. I can't believe I just made that reference. Anyway, no abilities, no rulings for Joven. Just remember that only non-creature artifacts can be destroyed by Joven. Liquimetal Torque is a fun card because if you want, again, I believe Joven is more powerful effect. And to go along with that, if you wanted to, you could do land destruction with Joven by turning... Liquimetal Torque does not target lands, but there are other artifacts that do turn lands into artifacts. So Joven could get rid of lands. That's going to bring a lot of hate, so be careful. But you can turn any other permanent into an artifact as well. You can destroy enchantments with Joven. You can destroy planeswalkers with Joven because you can turn them into artifacts and then he'll blow them up. So again, Joven I think is much stronger than Chandler because Joven can target anything that's not a creature. With that all said about the artifact shenanigans, Joven is actually going to go in my human deck along with Chandler, and that's mostly just because they are humans, they fit in the strategy of humans. I want a lot of humans in play, but those are like toolbox humans that I can use in certain situations as they come up. So the theme of the deck doesn't necessarily match the commander, but the commander, when it's being used in the 99, gives me versatility against certain strategies or decks that I'm going up against. Now, like with Chandler, you can build an artifact strategy with Joven, and because Joven can destroy anything that's not a non-creature, turning anything into an artifact that's not a creature gives you a huge advantage. That is Chandler's one weakness, which is why Joven I think is stronger, because Chandler you have to destroy an artifact and it has to be a creature. So turning things into artifacts and then turning them into creatures is really hard to do in mono red. But turning anything into an artifact and it doesn't care about creatures, it just cares that they're not creatures, is actually really easy to do. So Mycosynth Lattice turns everything into an artifact, and you don't care about the creatures, you're just going to blow up everything that's not a creature. So, again, you'll bring a lot of hate with this strategy, but it's artifacts, especially mono-red artifacts, very strong archetype. And then lastly, on EDH Rec, I remember reading this through, Joven is actually popular for mono-red chaos decks. And I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts, or maybe in the future as I continue to make Magic videos and I talk not just about commanders, but I talk about other things like rulings for abilities or deck archetypes and stuff like that. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on what makes a chaos deck chaotic. Is it the pure randomness? Is it the cascading abilities? Or what's the other one? Discover abilities. Do those count as chaos in some way, shape, or form? Does coin flipping count as chaos in some way, shape, or form? Let me know what you guys think on what exactly is a chaos deck, and would you guys be interested in me making a video about deck archetypes such as the chaos strategy, and what do I think the chaos archetype means? Setting that aside, Joven is, on EDH Rec at least, a popular choice for chaos strategies. So, doesn't fit with what his ability is, but it is a popular card for that archetype. And that's going to do it for Joven. It's again, I think Joven is much better than Chandler at artifact hate. Removing artifacts, as long as it's not a creature, is much easier to do than turning things into artifacts and turning them into creatures if they're not already. With that said, it is an expensive ability. I don't remember exactly. I think it's just a tap ability for Chandler, so it's much more expensive with Joven. But the versatility with Joven, I think, outweighs the cost. So have a lot of fun with Joven. Let me know if there's anything I missed about Joven, synergies, combos, deck ideas. And if you want to see more Magic the Gathering content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell to get notified when more videos come out. And as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!